guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 7 family meal ideas and basically showing you what we had for dinner last week. Last week, I uploaded a meal plan and grocery haul video, and so many of you guys asked in the comments if I could show you how I actually make each meal. So last week, that's exactly what I did. I just filmed when I was making dinner, and yeah, I hope you really enjoy this. I hope it gives you some inspiration and ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let's jump into it. Okay, so first off, let me show you one of the boys' favorite dinners. I think they would have this every week if they could. It's a gammon roast with roast potatoes and veggies. So first off, for the roast potatoes, Matt puts some vegetable oil into a pan and then puts that into the oven to heat up for 10 minutes. For the gammon joint, we cover that in tin foil, put that into the oven on 170 for 45 minutes, and then after 45 minutes, we take it back out, take the tin foil off, and then put it back in for a further 30 minutes so that it can crisp up. So it's basically cooking for an hour and 15 minutes in total. For the roast potatoes, we parboil them just for 5 minutes, and then Matt just really bangs them around to rough them up and to make them really crispy. Then we take those roughed up potatoes, put them into the oil pan that's in the oven, and then leave them for about 45 minutes, but keep checking on them really and turning them and just until they're nice and crispy. Sometimes it takes 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, but they end up looking like this in the end. Honestly, Matt makes the best roast potatoes. They are so yummy. And then for the veggies, we have really been enjoying steaming our veg. We got this little thing from Joseph and Joseph. It just fits into any pot, and then you can steam your veg so that they're really nice and al dente and still have the flavor. So this is it really. That's our dinner for tonight. That's obviously Matt's portion on the left, and then this is Fraser's size here. The little ones will probably only have 1 roast potato each, and then we have gravy as well, but the kids don't tend to want the gravy. Fraser does, but not the 2 little ones. But yeah, that's dinner number 1. So tonight for dinner we are having tuna fish cakes. We've not made this before, but this is my friend Kerry Whelpdale's recipe, so I'll link her down below, and she said her kids love this and it looks like a really good one, so I'm going to test it out today. So I just started making it. All I did was boil about 5 potatoes and then mashed it up with a bit of butter, bit of milk, and now I've just added in 2 cans of tuna. I might put in a bit more if I think we need it. And then you add in an egg, some salt and pepper, and you can put herbs and stuff, and then just mix it all up. Then you shape it into little tuna fish cakes, dip it into some beaten up egg, and then dip it into some breadcrumbs. I just whizzed up a crust in our NutriBullet, and then I'm going to put it onto here, and then we can just cook them when we're ready. It's only about 2 o'clock now, but the boys were being really good, so I thought I would get on with dinner. And then, as I said, I'm just going to serve it with some raw veggies. So these are the fish cakes all done. That actually made 10 in total, so I'm going to freeze 4 of them because I don't think we're going to need that many. So all you have to do now is stick this into the oven to bake for 20 minutes or until they're nice and brown. So these are the fish cakes all done out of the oven. They smell really good and they look nice and golden brown now. So I've just served them with some salad, and I know this is really random, but for Fraser, he loves pasta and it just fills him up. So he's also got a little bit of pasta, but that is it. Hi guys, excuse my appearance. I just did a workout and then had a shower, but I'm now gonna make the boys dinner. And tonight they're having quesadillas, and this is such a simple, easy one. All you need for this is some wraps. I've just got some plain ones for the boys. And then you need some refried beans. This is in normally the Mexican section of your supermarket. And then some cheese. I'm using cheddar, but you can use mozzarella as well. You can also add shredded chicken and peppers if you want to. But I'm actually going to give the boys some peppers on the side. And I'm not putting chicken in, but this is a really good source of protein. And it's like everything that your kids like. It's like beans and cheese and bread, but it's actually a healthy dinner altogether. So all you have to do is spread the beans onto the wrap, put the cheese on, and then fry it in the frying pan. So I'll show you how I do it. Right, so this is the boys' dinner already. You can serve it with like salsa and plain yogurt or sour cream or something if you want to. But yes, a nice, yummy dinner. On the night that the boys had the quesadillas, we decided to have vegetable enchiladas. Matt loves these and it's a Jamie Oliver recipe, so I'll link it down below. I had to make a few changes just because of what we had in stock, but it's quite a simple one and really delicious. So first off, you fry up some red pepper and some sweet corn. I also added in an onion as well. Then you add in some fresh chili, but instead we used this spicy chipotle chili paste. It's so yummy, and I put about a teaspoon in. Then you add in your black beans, some ground cumin, and once all of that has mixed together, you add in some pepper, some salt, any other herbs that you want, and some lime juice as well. Give it all a really good mix, and that is pretty much the filling for your veggie enchiladas. And then for the really yummy red sauce that goes on top of the enchiladas, it's really simple to make. You just chop up loads of fresh coriander and garlic, but I had garlic paste, so that's what I used. Heat that up, then add in a can of plum tomatoes, and then fill up that can with like halfway with water and add that. And once that's all heated through, you want to put this sauce into your blender. I put it into a bowl first because it's really hard to get it into my Nutri-Ninja. And that is the sauce done. All that's left to do is fill up your wraps with the filling, and this can be a little bit messy, but you just want to put it into a baking tray. Cover them in the red sauce and some cheese. His recipe calls for feta cheese, but all I had was cheddar, so that's what I used. But I think mozzarella, cheddar, feta, it all tastes good. So just stick that into your oven for about 20 minutes or until it's looking nice and golden brown, and that is all done. We tend to serve it with like an Alpro or like a sour cream type thing, and it's really, really yummy, and this is one that we have quite often. Next up, I thought I would show you how we make curries. Tonight we're having a Thai green curry, but if we're having an Indian curry, we make it pretty much in the same way. So first off, I have chopped up the veg and I've chopped up some chicken, which is frying away, and I've put some brown rice on. Brown rice takes about 25 minutes, so I wanted to get it going. But once the chicken is nearly cooked, I then add in a little curry paste. So this one is from Blue Dragon, but you can get these for other curries as well. As I said, Indian curries, they're really, really nice. Put the paste into your frying pan, give it a good mix and get it to like coat everything before adding in a can of coconut milk. And then you let that simmer, and then you just add in the veg and let it simmer pretty much until the veg and the chicken is all cooked. And that is it. It is that easy and it's really yummy. So tonight for dinner, we are having Hunter's chicken. This is such a simple, yummy family meal. You just buy a jar like this. That is called Hunter chicken. Then you need 4 chicken breasts, and what you're supposed to do is wrap bacon around them, but we're not having the bacon. We're trying to cut down on processed meat after watching Game Changers on Netflix. So we're literally just going to use the sauce and then cheese as well. So you just pour the sauce over the chicken, and then you put it into the oven for 25 minutes, and then after 25 minutes you add cheese on top for another 15. And it's a really, really yummy dinner, and we're going to have it with chips and peas as well. Yeah, so after 25 minutes, I added the cheese, but I only added it to half because I realized that I didn't want to have cheese because I'm just trying to cut back on dairy and fats. And then Caleb also didn't want the cheese. So we did half and half, but this is the way it comes out looking. And it's such a delicious one for the whole family. It's a real sweet and smoky sauce. Right, so this is dinner all plated up. This is Matt's one here. So we've got the chicken with the cheese and some extra sauce, chips and peas, lots of peas. And then this is Fraser's one here, so he'll have a whole breast, but then the little ones will split one. So yeah, we're just gonna eat our dinner. Hi guys, tonight for dinner we're having a vegetarian sausage casserole, so I thought I would show you how we do it. I've actually shown this so many times on my channel before. I get this little sausage casserole flavoring, and then on the back it just tells you how to make it, but this is the first time we've actually made it with the vegetarian sausages. As I've said before, we're trying to cut down on the amount of animal products that we're having, and these Linda McCartney sausages are such a good meat replacement. They're really, really yummy. But because I've never made this recipe with these, I've actually put them into the oven to cook on their own for half an hour. And then I'm going to throw them in once like all the sauce and everything is cooking up. So what you're supposed to do is cook or just brown the sausages and the onions. There's 2 medium onions in here. And then if you're using normal sausages, you would brown them off. And then you just stick it all into like a casserole dish like this. So the onions would go in, the sausages. I've cut up about half a pack of mushrooms, and then you are also supposed to put in a red pepper. But we have eaten all the red peppers in our recipes already. I actually ended up using more in the enchiladas than I had planned. And obviously we can't run to the shop and get more. So I think I might serve this dish with peas as like an extra veggie because you serve it with mash, and then I thought peas would go quite nice. And I love peas as a veg. Like they're so good for you like in terms of iron, and they're so quick and easy to make for the kids. So yeah, you chuck all that in, and then you put the sachet in with 300 ml of water. And then you just cook it in the oven for an hour, or you can easily do this in the slow cooker as well. So I'll just throw all that together. Okay, so this is our sausage casserole all done, and as you can see, we've served it with the peas and also some mash. So I just boiled up some potatoes for 20 minutes and then mashed them with some butter and some milk, and that is it. We used 8 sausages in total for our entire family, and it's a really, really yummy one. Next up, I'm going to show you how to make our favorite red lentil chili. Since we've started eating less meat, we've had to learn so much, and we've discovered that red lentils are such a good replacement for minced beef. And this was actually a HelloFresh recipe that we got in a box once, and we keep remaking it because it's really good. So for this, you'll need cherry tomatoes, lime, red kidney beans, some oil, red lentils, some coriander. We top it off with a sour cream replacement, some vegetable stock, chipotle paste, and sun-dried tomato paste as well. So I'm just boiling up some rice to serve it on. And then first off, I'm just browning off some onions. We've just half-mooned them. Then you can add in some of your chipotle paste and some chilies. But obviously, if you're making this for very young children, hold off on the chilies. Then fry that up, get all the flavors going, and then add in your vegetable stock and sun-dried tomato paste. We added in about a tablespoon. Then adding in the red lentils, and then just gonna leave that to simmer. And the way that we serve it is with this really yummy salsa on top. So you just chop up the cherry tomatoes, add some coriander, well, a lot of coriander, and lime juice mixed with oil to like dress it, and it's just so yummy. Then 5 minutes to the end, you add in your red kidney beans, and that is pretty much it. I tend to batch cook this so that we can have it again the next week. So I made enough, yeah, for the whole family to eat it twice, and yeah, it's a really good one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.